cards. I hope you're doing well today and thank you so much for being here. I'm making a video today using some products from Scrappy Tail, and they, or Sabrina, who designs or owns the company, reached out to me and asked if she could send me some supplies and if I could make a few products with it. So I told her, yes, of course, I'll do that for you. I checked out some of the items they had, and she sent me some items, and we're going to go take a look at them, and then I will make a card from some of the products that are here. So let's go down to the downward facing camera, and I'll just show you what I have here. So I have this sentiment. It says Happy Halloween. And then I have Ghostly Sentiments. We have a fantastic Halloween, have a bewitching Halloween. Hope your day is per a normal. Oh, that's funny. Too cute to spook. Hey boo, I would never ghost you. And then there are some matching dies for that. We have this pretty cool bat die. It's a layering die. It looks pretty cool. I'm looking forward to playing around with that. We also have this spider die here, along with this oval spider. I think that's going to be really cool to play along with. We have this die. This one is called Ghost Shaped Card. It's A2 sized. This looks like it's going to be super cute. You can dress it up as a witch or a ghost. Looks like a little pumpkin maybe we could do. So, you know, maybe we'll play around with this. Not for sure yet. I don't even know what I'm doing yet, you guys. We have Jack-o'-lantern shaped card. So we have this really big image here that has some word in here. I'm not for sure what this says yet. This is trick or treat. And then it has a way of changing the mouth and all that great stuff. A little bit of decorations. And then lastly, we have Swirl Spider cover plate. So this is pretty cool. It's got a bunch of swirls, some web designs here, and some skulls and all that great stuff. A sentiment that says boo, a spider. So I'm looking forward to playing around with some of these items. I am going to take a look at these, trying to come up with some ideas, and I will be back and we will start making a card. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Okay, as you can see here, these are the things I'm going to be playing with this evening to make a card with. I'm not for sure how successful this is going to be. I have an idea. Hopefully it works out. If not, then we will have to, you know, come up with a different idea. But I'm going to be using this bat along with these sentiment sets and the matching dies. So let's go ahead and place this to the side for now. And we'll go ahead and start working with the bat first. And I'm being lazy and just bending that back and forth instead of using some wire snips. And I kind of have this idea of cutting this bat out of this paper by Aaron Lee Creative. It's very cool. I don't know if you could see that, but it's very like rock star. And it's got different kinds of colors in it, blues, pinks, and greens. It's really cool. So I'm going to die cut that out. Let me get the die cutting machine out of here. Love this mini machine. It's from Honeybee Stamps. You can check it out on their website. It's Anna Griffin. It's the Mini Empress. So far, I have loved it. I've had it for about a week. It's been pretty great. All right, so this may need a shim because this is a pretty thick cardstock. So let's find a piece of paper. All right, let's see. Yeah, so we have some, it did cut out, it's fine. So there are these pieces that look like they come out, but I think I'm just going to leave them there because I want to have them as guides when I go to cut out the next area. Because the next thing I want to cut out is, all right, so what I want to do is cut these little, I guess they're the bones or the veins. I don't know what you call them on a bat, but we are going to cut this out of this red holographic paper, also from Aaron Lee Creative. That's pretty thin, so we're not going to need a shim for that. So now, what I want to do is take this. Now I think I might actually be putting this I should have cut down this lower because I kind of feel like I want to put this as a mat. So I think we'll still be okay if I cut this down. But I want to make sure that when I do this, that the bat fits. So it's a little wider than an A2 size card, which is fine. We can always just tilt it this way. But what I want to do is make sure that if I'm going to do that, I want to make sure that the body is going to be in the same location. So I'm just trying to, just want to make sure. All right. So then we'll run this with the die cutting machine. And we'll use this as the body. So what we're going to do is take this little piece here, and these little pieces here. These are itty bitty pieces, you guys. So don't lose these dies. And we're just going to cut these out of the red. Super small though, so don't lose these. Alright, so we have all this die cut. I've kind of shown you how this is going to work. Let me just lay this on. I'm just laying it on top for now. I'm going to glue it off camera, but pretty much this is going to go here, back. Okay, now that we have the bat put together, just let me show this to you. He's really sparkly and shiny. I did add some dimension, so there is some foam tape behind the body, and I have added the little eyes, the itty bitty mean face, but look how sparkly it is. Looks like a disco bat. So what I want to do now is take this black shiny piece of paper, mirror cardstock, and we are going to glue this down to the red. And we are going to place something heavy on this because we want this to stick, and when it's on a slick surface it can sometimes take a little bit to dry. So we're just going to get this good and glued up. Place this down. Alrighty. So I cut this out here in the middle because no one's going to see that once this dries and the bat is placed on top. It'll be fine. We use liquid glue so that we can make sure everything looks, even on all sides, which this does. And it seems to have glued pretty good there. So I think what we might do, and I think I want him to be raised up even more. So I think I'm going to put some foam tape behind him. So I have these foam strips here is what I was using. Yeah, we're going to give him some dimension. He's going to be seen. Alrighty, so we have the foam tape on there. He's going to be raised a little bit so that we can get him off of there so he shows up a little bit more on the paper, because it is a very, very solid black piece of paper that he's on. So he kind of a little bit gets lost, even though he has the glitter paper for the wings. So we just want to make sure that he stands out because he's a handsome devil. Let's see here. All right, so there he is. He's on dimensionals. So he's doing pretty good there. All right. Okay, so now that we have the bat done, which I previously showed you here, I've decided to do a black white heat emboss sentiment. I'm going to go with the Have a Fantastic Halloween. So let me go ahead and get my acrylic block out. We'll rub that stamp down because it has never been used. We want to condition it. And then we also want to do some static adjustment here with the embossing buddy so that no embossing powder sticks to this. I think I'm just going to do white. So let me get some clear embossing ink here. Stamp this down. Dip this down to the embossing powder because I'm being lazy today. This looks good. We'll just tap a little bit off. And then we'll take a little brush here and we're just going to brush off some of this on the side. Now this does have a die that's going to cut up pretty close to the sentiment, but I'm a little anal when it comes to this, so I like to just have it as clear as I can, but I don't want to get too close because then what happens is the brush attracts the powder and then it pulls away from the ink. So that's one thing you want to be careful of when you're doing this. All right, so I have this covered. I'm going to heat emboss this and I'll be back. Okay, I am back. I went ahead and heat embossed this and I actually cut this off camera as well. So I think what I'm going to do is maybe pop this up here with some of this foam. And we'll go ahead and get this placed onto the card. Thinking about right there. Let me make sure his. Yeah, I think that looks good. And then I thought what would be fun is bringing in some of these honeybee stamps jewels that I have here. This is actually from a Christmas set, which is hilarious. But I thought that I could bring in maybe some of these red jewels and just place them along the card because it was looking a little plain, maybe like around the bat. So here, and then a middle-sized, maybe about right here. So there's 7. I think that looks good. Let's glue this up. There we go. Alright, it's glued down. And you guys, this card is complete. Here we go. Let me hold it up so you guys can see it. It's really dark. It is a Halloween card, so that's, that says it all. This is a mirror cardstock, so I would probably just take a little towel and wipe off all the fingerprints here. And I might do that later. But there we go. That's the completed card. And I want to thank Sabrina for sending these products out to me so that I could play around with some of her products. I will probably play around with a few more in another video later on as it gets closer to Halloween. So again, thank you guys so much. Links to the products will be down in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like this video, you share this video, subscribe to my channel, and click that bell so that you know another video is coming out. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate you. You have a great day.